vitamin A. It's an absolute biological hero, literally vital for human life. But it's also a classic double-edged sword, one that can actually become surprisingly dangerous if you take it incorrectly. Welcome to this explainer where we're going to unpack the fascinating and sometimes shocking dual nature of this essential nutrient.
Here is our quick roadmap for today. We'll start with the bare essentials, compare animal versus plant sources, dive into the global deficiency crisis, examine the weird supplement paradox, and finally, look at the real dangers of getting too much.
Section 1. The essentials of vitamin A.
Okay, so to really grasp why vitamin A is such a powerhouse, especially for your eyesight, we've got to talk about something called rhodopsin. Basically, this is a highly sensitive protein located right inside the retina of your eye, and its entire job is to capture and respond to light. Here's the kicker. Vitamin A is literally the fuel for that rhodopsin. Without enough of it, your eyes simply cannot process low-light environments. The immediate result of that is night blindness, which, interestingly enough, is almost always the very first clinical warning sign that you're running low on vitamin A.
Section 2. Animal versus plant sources.
This brings us to the two completely different faces of vitamin A. On one hand, we have Preformed vitamin A, or retinoids. You get this directly from animal products like dairy, eggs, and liver. It's prepackaged and ready for your body to use right away. On the other hand, we have provitamin A from plants. Your body actually can't use these plant carotenoids immediately. It has to put in the work to actively convert them into vitamin A first. Now, look at the sheer difference in concentration here. We measure this in RAE, which is basically just a scoring system for how easily your body absorbs and converts the nutrient. Check out beef liver, over 6,500 units for a small serving. Compare that to a sweet potato at 1,400 or spinach at 573. Animal sources just deliver the stuff in incredibly potent, ready-to-use doses.
Section 3. The global deficiency crisis.
Now, what happens when entire populations just don't have access to those nutrient-dense foods? The consequences are absolutely devastating. A major World Health Organization analysis revealed a staggering reality. 29% of young children in low- and middle-income nations suffer from a vitamin A deficiency. Without it, their immune systems effectively crash, which turns common childhood infections like measles into literal life-or-death situations.
But hey, it's really important to note, this isn't solely a global poverty issue. In high-income places like the US, specific groups are very much at risk. Because vitamin A is fat-soluble, conditions that mess with how your body absorbs fat also mess with how you absorb the vitamin. We're talking about premature infants and folks dealing with cystic fibrosis, Crohn's, or celiac disease. These individuals often require specialized, lifelong medical care just to stay safe.
Section 4. The supplement paradox.
So, hearing all those severe risks, you'd naturally think, I'll just take a daily vitamin pill. Problem solved, right? We're heavily conditioned by the wellness industry to believe that more vitamins always equal better health. But is more actually better? Should everyone just be taking a vitamin A supplement? To answer that, we have to look at the science. Specifically, two massive clinical trials known as CAROT and ATBC. Researchers really wanted to know if giving high doses of beta-carotene supplements to high-risk groups, like heavy smokers and asbestos workers, would protect them from getting lung cancer. Now, for the general non-smoking public, the data shows these supplements don't really affect cancer risk either way. But for these specific high-risk folks, the researchers were hoping for a powerful protective shield. Well, shockingly, things went completely sideways. The CAROT trial literally had to be shut down early because the group taking the high-dose supplements actually experienced a 28% increase in their lung cancer risk. The pills didn't protect them at all. They made things significantly worse. This was a massive wake-up call to the medical community, proving that supplementation under certain conditions can literally be deadly. The numbers were just incredibly stark. Not only did lung cancer risk jump by 28%, but actual deaths from lung cancer surged by 46% in the supplemented group. The absolutely crucial takeaway here is that isolating a single nutrient into a mega-dose pill can trigger entirely unexpected, dangerous chain reactions in the human body. Section 5. The dangers of excess. And that stunning clinical outcome brings us to a really crucial point. The everyday dangers of simply getting too much vitamin A. Remember, it's fat-soluble. That means your body doesn't just casually flush out the extra in your urine, it aggressively hoards it in your liver. If you routinely take too much, you can develop severe toxicity. We're talking acute headaches, blurred vision, and chronic liver damage. And most terrifyingly, excessive doses taken during pregnancy can cause catastrophic congenital birth defects. But here is where human biology gets kind of wild. While excess preformed vitamin A, the stuff from liver or high-dose pills, is highly toxic, excess beta-carotene from plants behaves entirely differently. If you eat way too many carrots, your body just hits the brakes on the conversion process. The excess builds up in your tissues and, weirdly enough, safely and harmlessly turns your skin a yellow-orange color. It's crazy, but the actual source of your vitamin drastically changes how your body survives an overdose.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a question to really think about regarding your own daily habits. Vitamin A is an absolute marvel of human biology. You need it for your eyes, you need it for your immune system. But with fortified foods everywhere and super high-dose supplements lining the store shelves, ask yourself, do you really need that daily multivitamin? Or are you already getting plenty of this powerful double-edged nutrient right from the food on your plate? Finding that balance is absolutely crucial. Thanks so much for exploring the science with me today.